Yo, welcome to PTA Sports. I am your host, Pest the Analyst. And I gotta say, I'm pretty damn impressed, man. It was a hell of a game. And, man, I got quite a bit to talk about. Let me start off with this. I had an absolute amazing time at the game on Sunday. I was fortunate enough to be able to go up to FedEx, have some really, really good seats, and just enjoy a good game, man. The weather was perfect. It was nice. It wasn't super cold. Man, like I said, man, it was just, I had a great time. First and foremost, man, I want to give a huge shout out to License Plate Guy. The wife and I, man, we're walking outside of the stadium. We're waiting for the gates to open. And I kind of look over and I see what I think is a very familiar face. And I'm like, wait a minute, did I just see who I think I just saw? And so I walked up around these little lockers that they had out there. And it's License Plate Guy, man. And so, like, I walk up to him and I'm like, oh, man, bro, it is a pleasure to meet you, sir. Shake his hand. I introduced him to the wife, who is not a New York Giants fan, so she had no idea who License Plate Guy was. I had to explain to her, like, yo, this is the #1 Giants fan on the planet. He's been to every single Super Bowl. I actually didn't know he's been to every single Super Bowl. I thought he had been to like the last 3, but he's been to every single Super Bowl. And I'll be honest, man, it was absolute pleasure to meet him. Got to talk to him really briefly before he went in. And it was pretty cool, man. It was pretty cool to see License Plate Guy. Yo, dude looks like a rock star in person. He really does, man. Long flowing hair, right? And he looks like a rock star. And it was real cool to meet him. So enough fanboying about License Plate Guy. Hey, man, License Plate Guy, I appreciate you taking a couple times to talk to me. You the man, brother. So, after all that, we go in and, we walk over to our seats. And this isn't the first time that I've been in FedEx Field. This is actually the 3rd time I've been in this field. And to be honest with you, right, the stadium is not like the greatest stadium in the world, but it's relatively nice, man. I got to give props where they're due, man. It's a relatively nice stadium. When you have seats like I had, man, it gives you just a great view of the field. And man, I had a good time. I do got to talk about this though. I will never, and I mean never, understand how people are just schmammered at 1 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. Like, I get it, right? Everybody goes out there early, they're in the parking lot, they're tailgating, they bring their own, libations, and they're in the parking lot, they're getting it in. But I saw so many people that probably don't even remember they were at a football game yesterday. There were people that were just shithouse drunk. It was hilarious, but at the same time, I was kind of shaking my head like, I don't understand how you get that drunk at a game. I mean, listen, I spent $300 on them tickets, all right? There ain't no way I'm going to be shithouse drunk after spending $300 on some of them tickets. Man, I hope that the individual that was doing this, I hope he never hears this video, man. Yo, there was a dude that was sitting in my row, right? And man, honestly, I didn't think this dude was that jacked up, man. He walked by, he sees me, I'm in my Giants gear. He's like, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He's a Giants fan, obviously. I dap him up as he walks past. He sits down. They're not rowdy. They're just chilling. They're watching the game. And the next thing I know, I happen to look over. This dude is puking his guts out. He is. This dude's puking his guts out, right? But I gotta say, man, this dude's a damn gangster, yo. He's a gangster. He was stealth puking. There was no right, and it wasn't even like splatter. He just kind of like lowered his head and puked right on the ground in between his legs. Just let it out. It was no noise. It was no nothing, and and he just proceeded to continue to just sit there and lounge. And I was just like, man, this dude puked his guts out over there. And then like right before halftime, he does it again. This dude's sitting over here, he's puking his guts out. I felt bad for the people who had to clean that shit up, man. He puked his guts out. And then and then some guy stepped in it. This dude's like his whole shoe went in the puke. Yo, oh my God, man. Yo, the things that you see at football games, man. Oh man, yo, but props to old boy, man, because like I said, man, he was stealth with it, man. He was a puking ninja over there. Like if it wasn't for the fact that we could all see this guy puking his guts out, man, you would have never known, man. He did that shit on the low. All right. But anyway, man, we had a great time at the game, right? There was Redskins fans that were kind of around us. We weren't surrounded. It was kind of mixed in terms of all of the different type of fans that was there, man. But I got to be completely honest with you, man. The Redskins fans were cool as shit. Like I can remember the last time I went to a Giants-Redskins game, the Giants just beat the Redskins unmercifully. And it was actually, I want to say it was like 6 years ago, around the same time, right before Christmas, and the Giants just kicked the crap out of the Redskins, and the Redskins fans were big mad at us. But this time, like, the Redskins fans, we were laughing and joking. We were actually having a good time, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't like the Redskins, man, but like, they were very accommodating to us as Giants fans, man, and we all had a good time. We really did. So okay. Let's talk about this game. Guys, I've got to be completely honest. I was never like super all the way down on Daniel Jones, right? I was not happy when we picked him. I've said that, I've admitted it. But I also said that after I let the emotions kind of subside, I looked at like what he did when he was in Duke, and I was like, okay, maybe we got something. And you know what? I think we got something because Daniel effing Jones looked fantastic. He looked fantastic. Looking at the stats, right? 28 of 42, 352 yards, 5 touchdowns. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And this is his third game where he's over 300 yards with more than 3 touchdowns. Like, yo, this is a pretty big deal right here. This is a pretty big deal. We got to be like completely honest. Those big games didn't come against the greatest opponents, right? So we can't jump all the way out the window on the fact that he's doing this. But I mean, yo, kid looks good. I mean, when he can have a clean game, when he's not fumbling left and right, even though he did fumble, but we didn't lose that fumble. But like when he's not fumbling left and right, and he's able to, just navigate the pocket and make good throws, make good reads, man, the kid looks good. He looks solid. I gotta be completely honest. The most impressive throw, I didn't even get to see. I didn't even get to see. I just heard the crowd go ape as I was walking back to my chair, and I saw the replay, and that throw to Saquon up the seam. Oh my God, that was a gorgeous throw, man. And I know that we got like a lot of problems with this team, right? I know that we got a lot of holes to fill. We got a lot of things to fix this team before we're competitive. It's probably going to take more than this upcoming offseason to make this team more competitive. We got a lot of work to do, yo, but I think we may have our quarterback, yo, and that's the most important piece. It really is. So, I mean, like, you know, we can't go crazy, right? Because there's a lot of guys who had a really good first year and then had a poor stretch of seasons after, all right? The Baker Mayfields, the Dak Prescotts, all right? So, like, we can't sit here and say that, like, this guy is the guy 100%. I mean, unless you Fish Vegas. And Fish Vegas, shout out to Fish Vegas. He can say whatever the hell he wants, all right? Fish Vegas is calling Daniel Jones the anointed one. Fell from the sky, all right, in a sand pod. That's what Daniel Jones is to Fish Vegas. Fish Vegas say whatever he want, all right? But the rest of us has got to, like, settle down a little bit before we get, like, super duper hyped. But I think we got something here. I'll be completely honest. So, hey, listen. At least we got one piece, and we can just build around this one piece. Actually, you know what? That's not true, because we got two pieces. Because Saquon Barkley is back. Saquon is back. Yo, Saquon Barkley had a monster-ass game. Saquon looked so good out there. You know, when you see on TV, right, this guy do his thing, it's one thing. But seeing it live and in person, yo, this kid is fast. He is powerful. He is elusive. I was in awe. I was in awe watching Saquon do his thing, like, in front of my eyes, not on a TV. I can see Saquon out there killing it. Yo, when Saquon busted that long run for our first score. I'm sorry. I believe that was our second score. When Saquon busted that long run, it was fast. It was just like 1 minute, right? 1 minute Saquon has got the ball. He's behind the line of scrimmage. The next minute he's in the end zone, and I was just like, holy shit! That was what just happened? What just happened? Like, it was just fast. This kid is he's not from this planet, yo. Saquon Barkley is not from this planet. And unfortunately, right, we had to deal with an injured Saquon for the vast majority of the season. But, yo, when Saquon is healthy, he is a problem, all right? He's a problem. I mean, 22 carries, 189 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 receptions, 90 yards and a touchdown. He now holds the record for most yards from scrimmage for New York Giants. I mean, like, this kid is a monster. So we got two pieces that we can build around. Two pieces. So I mean, like, overall, right? I was relatively pleased with what I saw from this offense. I was relatively pleased with the way that our offensive line played. I believe Rimmers went down and Gates came in, and he played well. He played absolutely well. He did a really good job. Our receivers, man, I don't know what happened to Slayton. From what I've heard, he was dealing with some injury during the game, so he didn't make any catches. But Golden Tate showed up, right? He had 6 catches for 96 yards. Tight end Smith. Yo, let me tell you about this guy, man. Smith looks like he could be a very good contributor for this team in the future. We got this guy off of waivers, you know, and he's come in and he has played well, man. Like, he's played well. He's a good blocker, right? And he's out there and he's making catches, all right? He's the one that got the game winner on Landon Collins, of all people. All right, that's poetic justice, by the way. All right, Landon Collins was out there getting smoked. I don't care what you say. We all knew that Landon Collins is a liability in coverage, and he showed it. All right, he just did. So it is what it is on that. I mean, listen, you know, Smith is you know, he's a piece that we can build we can build with. We can build with this guy. So, hey, hopefully, he's here next season. I don't necessarily see why they wouldn't keep him. The contract is friendly, right? It's not going to cost us a whole lot of money. And we're going to need that security because Evan Ingram's made out of glass. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the defense, though, this defense is still bad, man. It's still bad. We got a lot of work to do in the offseason with this defense because this defense is a liability for us, man. This defense legitimately made Dwayne Haskins and Case Keenum look like rock stars. They look like rock stars. I mean, like, listen, right now in the Daniel Jones, Dwayne Haskins era, Daniel Jones is 2-0 against them, right? But let's not front, okay? Haskins, before he went out with an ankle injury, was 12 for 15 with 133 yards and 2 touchdowns. All right, like, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Case Keenum led a 99-yard drive to tie the ball game. I mean, like, this defense is a liability right now. Offense is missing a piece or two. Maybe we need another wide receiver. Maybe we don't. I don't know. We got Golden Tate, we got Sterling Shepard, we got Darius Slayton. I mean, but we could probably use another guy in the mix, right? Maybe we need to find some help on tackle. Maybe, definitely, we need some help when it comes to offensive tackle play, right? But the offense looks good. The offense looks like, hey, man, we can build around this offense. This defense, man, it's got to be fixed. It has got to be fixed. All right. We'll see what happens with that. I'm really happy that Lorenzo Carter finally showed up in a game, right? Because I said he disappeared. He finally showed up. Maybe it's the scheme. Maybe it's the way they used him. I don't know. I'm not totally sure what the difference was today on Sunday. But, listen, he got 1.5 sacks. He got 1.5 sacks, and he got 4 tackles, man. 4 total tackles. 3 of them were assisted. Hey, man, good stuff, bro. BJ Hill got a sack. I don't know why BJ Hill ain't been out there, man. I don't know why the red helmet gangster, as Vosh Lombardi calls him, I don't know why he hasn't been out there. But he's out there now, and hey, I'm glad he was able to go out there and make something happen. And then Marcus Golden was out there. He's doing his thing. Hey, it's one of these situations, man, where our defensive backfield is really the biggest liability. Our linebackers are a huge liability. All right, and hey, we gotta have to figure this out, man. Because if we can figure out this defense, maybe we can win some games next year. That's just what it is. Okay, elephant in the room. Listen, by winning this game, right, we have now officially gone down from having the number 2 draft pick to the number 4 draft pick. I don't care, okay? I don't care, and neither should you. If you sitting here upset that we won this game and this game might have costed us Chase Young, chill, yo. Just chill. Because we don't know what's going to happen in the draft. We don't know who wants what. We don't know if Dave Gettleman thinks Chase Young is a guy and is willing to do whatever to get him. Maybe we trade up. I don't know. All right. We don't know. So before we all and I don't mean all because everybody's losing their mind over the fact that we may not get Chase Young. But before we lose our minds about winning games, relax. All right. There are a lot of good players in this upcoming draft. There are. I can't really speak super intelligently on all of them, right? Because I don't watch enough college football to tell you about who's who. All right. I'm just not that guy. If you want to know if you want to know who's the good players coming out of college, this ain't the channel, man. You might want to go see Marcus on that franchise guy. He seems to have all the damn answers when it comes to players. I don't know. Yeah, you might want to go find one of those. I don't know. But what I do know is that there are plenty of good players, right? If we have a top 5 pick, we're still good. We can still get a difference maker. And if Dave Gettleman is still our GM at that point, best believe that I trust Dave Gettleman to make a good draft pick that will help this team in the future. Okay? So everybody relax. If you're flipping out about winning this game, relax, all right? We just beat the Redskins. We swept a team in our division this year, and it's the best news of our season, okay? And next week, we got an opportunity to go ruin the Eagles' lives. If you ain't getting up for that, I don't know what to tell you. We have the opportunity to go ruin the Eagles' lives. Screw this draft pick. Screw Chase Young. Let's go make the Eagles' lives miserable. Because we make the Eagles' lives miserable, they don't make the playoffs, and they have to take like a top 15 to 20 draft pick. Screw them. Let's go make their lives miserable. Who cares about the draft pick? We'll get a good player. All right? We gonna get value. Because we make smart decisions when it comes to this draft. We've got people who are intelligent and know about specific teams, and as long as they, our GM is who our GM is, we know he's going to do well in the draft. If it's somebody else, we'll cross our fingers on it. All right. So that's what it is. Hey, listen, I'm gonna go on ahead and get out of here. Get ready for this upcoming Christmas. Hey, to everyone who celebrates Christmas, man, I hope you have a safe and happy holiday. Please enjoy yourself. Please be safe. If you are celebrating Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. All right. Kwanzaa. Listen, I don't know if people really celebrate Kwanzaa or not. All I know is that, growing up in a black community, we learned about Kwanzaa every year because it was the black holiday and we black. I don't know. If you celebrate Kwanzaa, hey, man, happy Kwanzaa. Hey, happy holidays to everybody that is listening. I hope that you have a safe and a happy one. Enjoy time with your family. And I'll get up with you guys later, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll holler at you. Deuces.